Hello and welcome. The present perfect continuous tense. How to form it, how to use it, examples and exercises. الزمن المضارع التام المستمر. كيف نكونه وكيف يتم استخدامه. كل هذا بل والمزيد من التدريبات والأمثلة ما سنتعلمه في درسنا لهذا اليوم. Our lesson today is the present perfect continuous tense. الزمن المضارع التام المستمر. Let's start with the form. لنبدأ بتركيب وتكوين هذا الزمن. Let's look at this picture. Let's read the sentence. We have been waiting for 20 minutes. Again, we have been waiting for 20 minutes. أي أنهم ينتظرون منذ 20 دقيقة. لننظر إلى تركيب الزمن affirmative form أي الصيغة المثبتة في هذا الزمن. Have or has plus been plus present participle أي الفعل مضافا إليه ing. Again, have or has plus been plus present participle. I have been running. He has been running. لاحظوا have or has plus been plus the verb plus ing, or we call it present participle. Let's revise some information. I, we, you, they, the students, the plural nouns, Adam and Sarah, all of these subjects take have. But he, she, it, the student, which is a singular noun, and Adam, all of these subjects take has. Let's go to the negative form with not. كيف نكون صيغة النفي من هذا الزمن باستخدام not. Have or has ثم بعدها نضع not ثم بعدها كلمة been وفي النهاية the present participle أي الفعل مضافا إليه ing. مرة أخرى كيف نكون صيغة النفي or the negative form have or has plus not plus been plus the present participle. For example, I haven't been running or he hasn't been running. Haven't, have not. Hasn't, has not. Let's go to the questions. How can we make questions out of this tense? Of course, we know that questions are two types. The first one, yes or no questions, and the second type is WH questions. Let's start with yes/no questions. What is the structure? What is the form? Helping verb, then subject, then main verb. Let's take some examples. The helping verb have, the subject you, the main verb been running. Have you been running؟ مرة أخرى الفعل المساعد هو have أو يمكن أن نستخدم has. الفاعل you أو أي فاعل تريد أن تستخدمه he, she, it, they, we, Adam, Sarah, the students. ثم بعد ذلك been running. Been running تعتبر الفعل الأساسي the main verb of the question. The answer I can say yes I have لأن السؤال بدأ بالفعل المساعد have, or I can say no I haven't. مرة أخرى السؤال في حالة yes no questions يبدأ بالفعل المساعد helping verb، subject الفاعل، main verb الفعل الأساسي. Have you been running? Yes I have or no I haven't. What about WH questions? Question word كلمة السؤال. For example, where. Then we have the helping verb الفعل المساعد. For example, have or has. It depends on the subject of the sentence. Then the subject, you can use a noun, a pronoun, singular or plural, whatever you want. For example, you. Where have you? And what is the fourth part? It's the main verb, which is been working. Where have you been working? Where have you been working? هذا السؤال يحمل معنى أن هذا الشخص كان يعمل في الماضي في مكان ما وما زال يعمل إلى حتى الآن، فأنا أسأله عن المكان الذي بدأ العمل فيه وما زال يعمل فيه في الوقت الحاضر. I have been working at a school. This is the answer. هذه هي الإجابة. الإجابة هي عبارة عن جملة مثبتة، فبالتالي هي تتكون من subject which is I, have, then been, then the present participle which is working. I have been working at a school. Let's go to another point which is the use. لننتقل الآن إلى نقطة أخرى ألا وهي استخدام هذا الزمن. Number 1, an action continuing up to now. We use the present perfect continuous tense to talk about an action that started in the past and continuing up to the present, perhaps into the future. This is often used with for or since. مرة أخرى نستخدم الزمن المضارع التام المستمر عندما نتحدث عن أحداث أو أفعال بدأت في الماضي started in the past and continuing up to the present وما زالت مستمرة في الحاضر and perhaps into the future وربما تستمر في المستقبل. وغالبا ما نستخدم هذا الزمن مع كلمتي for or since. فإذا هذا الزمن يهتم بالفترة الزمنية التي تمتد من الماضي إلى الحاضر أو المضارع وربما تمتد إلى المستقبل. لنلاحظ هنا خط الزمن present perfect continuous tense visual. بدأ الزمن من الماضي in the past واستمر إلى الحاضر moment of speaking إلى لحظة التكلم وربما يستمر إلى المستقبل maybe it continues up to the future. I have been reading for 2 hours. لننظر إلى هذا المثال جيدا. I have been reading for 2 hours. مرة أخرى ننظر إلى الزمن. Past. The action started in the past. ما علاقة هذا الزمن I have been reading for 2 hours بالماضي؟ هذا الفعل وهو reading فعل القراءة أو حدث القراءة بدأ في الماضي. وما علاقته بالمضارع أو الحاضر the present tense؟ The action is continuing now أي أن الحدث أو الفعل ما زال مستمرا إلى حتى الآن أو إلى حتى هذه اللحظة في المضارع وربما يستمر أو لا يستمر في المستقبل فنحن لا نعلم ولكن الأهم أنه بدأ في الماضي وما زال مستمرا إلى لحظة التحدث عن هذا الحدث أو الفعل. We've been studying since 9 o'clock. لننظر إلى هذا المثال. We've been studying since 9 o'clock. We're still studying now. ما هو المعنى في هذه الجملة؟ أي أن حدث أو فعل الدراسة بدأ في الماضي منذ الساعة 9 وما زال مستمرا إلى الآن ولم ينتهي بعد. We are still studying now. ما زلنا نتابع عملية الدراسة إلى الآن. Number 2. How long have you been learning English? Again, how long have you been learning English? You are still learning now. هذا السؤال يسأل عن المدة الزمنية التي بدأت فيها تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية في الماضي وحتى الآن. Number 3. We have not been smoking. And we are not smoking now. We have not been smoking. This sentence is a negative. This is a negative sentence. We have not been smoking. أي أننا لم ندخن في حياتنا السابقة وحتى الآن. And we are not smoking now. Let's stop here. Take a break, and then after the break, we will learn how to use for and since. Welcome back. For and since with the present perfect continuous tense. For is used for a period of time. Since is used for a point in the past. Let's take some examples. For 20 minutes. For 3 days. Let's go to since. Since 6:15 p.m. Since Monday. Let's continue. For 6 months. For 4 years. For 2 centuries. Since January, since 1994, since 1800. Let's move on. For a long time. Forever. أيضا مرة أخرى هذه الأمثلة تعبر عن طول الفترة الزمنية ولا تحددها تماما. Since I left school, since the beginning of time. Number 2, الاستخدام الثاني. An action that has just stopped or recently stopped. We use the present perfect continuous tense to talk about an action that started in the past and stopped recently. There is usually a result now. I'm tired because I've been running. لننظر إلى هذا المثال مرة أخرى. I'm tired because I've been running. Let's look at the timeline. لننظر إلى خط الزمن. In the past, present and the future. In the past, recent action. Present, result now. وما هو الذي يدل على الحدث في الحاضر أو في الوقت المضارع؟ هو نتيجة الدالة على الحدث. لنكمل. For example, I'm tired now because I've been running. أنا أشعر بالتعب أو الإرهاق الآن لأنني كنت أجري. Number 2, why is the grass wet now? لماذا الحشيش مبلل أو رطب الآن؟ Has it been raining? هل كانت تمطر؟ وآثار المطر أو الشتاء موجودة على الحشائش. Number 3, you don't understand now because you haven't been listening. كما نلاحظ أنه يمكن استخدام هذا الزمن في الثلاثة حالات: affirmative sentences, question, and the negative sentence. Let's move on. Let's go to the adverb placement. إذا استخدمنا حالا مع هذا الزمن، أين هو موقع الحال؟ The examples below show the placement for grammar adverbs such as always, only, never, ever, still, and just. Let's see some examples. You have only been waiting here for 1 hour. لاحظوا أعزائي أين جاء الحال أو الموقع في استخدام الحال. Have been in the middle between have been. The second example in the question, have you only been waiting here for 1 hour? أيضا جاءت only بين الفاعل و been في حالة السؤال. let's take a short break, and after the break we will have some exercises. Welcome back. Now it's time for practice. Look at the pictures, then use the verbs in brackets to describe what these people have been doing. Then write sentences. Let's start. Number 1, look at this picture. Here we have the verb talk and we have 4 hours. We need to use the present perfect continuous tense. So the sentence is, they have been talking for hours. They have been talking for hours. Number 2, sleep all day. The sentence will be, he has been sleeping all day. He has been sleeping all day. ولماذا استخدمنا has؟ لأن الفاعل مفرد, because the subject is singular, which is he. Number 3, run for half an hour. Look at these 2 people. So they have been running for half an hour. They, the subject, have been running. Have, then been, then the present participle, which is running for half an hour. لاحظوا معي half an hour لمدة نصف ساعة. هنا يمكن أن أحدد طول الفترة الزمنية ولكن ليست محددة تماما أو بالضبط, لذا أستخدم for. Next, watch since 10 o'clock. So she has been watching TV since 10 o'clock. Next, cook for an hour. Look at the picture. So she has been cooking for an hour. She has been cooking for an hour. Play since 11:30. Look at this picture. So they started playing in the past and they are still playing till now. They didn't finish, or the action isn't stopped yet. So they have been playing since 11:30. لاحظوا, they have been playing since 11:30. Practice for 40 minutes. Look at the picture. So he has been practicing for 40 minutes. That's enough for today. Thank you very much for listening and watching. I wish you the best and happy studies.